In the upcoming 2 weeks of The Young and the Restless, January 12 to 23, 2025, Harrison's emotional turmoil takes center stage. The constant tension between Summer and CLA has begun to weigh on the young boy, who struggles to understand why his parents can't get along. Harrison's confusion deepens when he asks Kyle why Summer and CLA fight so much, and even more painfully, he questions why his mother, Tara, isn't around. Kyle faces the difficult challenge of protecting his son from the truth about Tara's imprisonment while dealing with the emotional fallout of his past with Summer and present with CLA. As Harrison expresses his pain, Kyle realizes he must take drastic action to end the toxic rivalry and provide Harrison the stability he desperately needs. Kyle's decision to commit fully to CLA marks a significant turning point in his life, especially as he confronts Summer about their past. Their relationship, once meaningful, is now a source of tension that affects their families, particularly Harrison and CLA. Summer, though hurt by Kyle's words, agrees to move on, acknowledging that it is time for both of them to find peace. However, the situation is not as clear for Chance, who grapples with his own feelings of doubt regarding his relationship with Summer. Chance confronts Summer, seeking clarity on their future together, but her silence only confirms his suspicions that she is still emotionally attached to Kyle. This leaves Chance heartbroken but resolute in his decision to move on, starting anew without her. Abby Newman faces a new threat as Ian Ward resurfaces in Genoa City, stirring anxiety and danger within her family. Determined to protect her son, Dominic, and her partner, Devin, Abby confronts Ian directly at the Grand Phoenix, warning him to leave town before things escalate. However, Ian, ever confident in his ability to manipulate others, refuses to back down and starts to consider how he might use Abby's defiance to his advantage. Devin and Abby work together to increase security around their home and businesses, understanding the gravity of the threat Ian poses. Their actions reflect a deep commitment to safeguarding their loved ones, preparing for a long and uncertain fight against Ian's dark intentions. The stakes rise dramatically when CLA is kidnapped by Jordan on Ian's orders. As CLA is held captive in a warehouse, Kyle, Mariah, and Chance work tirelessly to track her down. The tense rescue operation unfolds with Jordan beginning to question her loyalty to Ian as she witnesses CLA's defiance and strength. Despite Ian's pressure, Jordan hesitates, and CLA seizes the opportunity to free herself, narrowly escaping Ian's wrath. The rescue mission culminates in a dramatic confrontation at the warehouse, where Ian is temporarily thwarted, but his escape leaves a dark shadow over Genoa City. With Jordan in custody and Sharon safely rescued, there is a moment of relief for Kyle and CLA, but Ian's plans are far from over. He remains at large, plotting his next move to unleash chaos once again on the city. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. After so many disappointments and setbacks in both her love life and career, everything's finally coming up roses for young and restless Sally Spectra, or is it? Life's been a roller coaster ride for Sally Spectra since she hit Genoa City. As seems to be the way with everyone in the town in recent years, she's jumped from one job to the next, but her love life has been equally unstable. Worse, she suffered the agonizing loss of her baby with Adam, which was undoubtedly her lowest point. Despite that crushing blow, and another round of gaslighting and heartbreak thanks to Adam, betting his ex-wife Chelsea, Sally has come back stronger than ever, and dare we say rebounded into a romance with Billy, the man she commiserated with over the cheating. Whatever works. As Sally continues to slay at Marchetti, a cushy work assignment has come up that will send her off to Paris, and given that it's the city of love, she plans to mix her business with a little pleasure. Billy, for his part, has agreed to put his man Angst on hold to accompany her. But wait, Young and Restless spoilers tell us Billy's about to make a shocking decision. Wouldn't it be something if Billy announces that he's decided to let go of Chancellor, end his vendetta against Victor, and mend fences with his mother, Jill? With both Sally and his ex, Chelsea, counseling him against continuing this probably futile battle, it's certainly a possibility. Billy could then go off to Paris and just relax, right? Wrong. There is one person who ain't gonna let this vendetta go, and she won't let Billy let it go either. That would be Phyllis, who has pledged to her children that she's going to leave the Sharon legal mess to the authorities amid the latter's recent disappearance. In order to do this, she needs a focus. That focus, as she's stated, is going to be teaming with Billy to take back Chancellor from Victor. Unsurprisingly, Young and Restless spoilers indicate that Phyllis will grill Billy after his shocking decision and demand that he come clean. When he tells her why he's backing away from their battle, she'll be horrified to hear that he's heading overseas for a romantic tryst with fellow redhead Sally and set about trying to talk him out of it. Whether Billy ever actually makes it to Paris with Sally remains to be seen. If he does, we wouldn't put it past Phyllis to show up on the Champs-Élysées in big black sunglasses and a Barrett in hopes of luring her partner in crime back to Genoa City. She's gone to some pretty extreme lengths to scuttle romantic trips before, and we've no doubt she'd be able to pull it off again. The Young and the Restless spoilers suggest that Jordan is going to kidnap Claire. On Friday's January 10 episode, Claire Newman's curiosity was piqued while at the coffee house, thanks to a crimson order that was called that was eerily similar to what Jordan used to drink. Still, Claire also received some good news from Kyle Abbott, who decided it was time to tell Harrison Abbott that he and Claire were a thing. The I and R preview for January 13 to 17 showed a video clip of Jordan back in the crimson, with Claire behind her as Jordan says thank you when she receives her coffee. Of course, Claire calls out her name while Jordan walks away, so it looks like there's a real possibility that Jordan may be setting a trap for Claire. Jordan isn't fond of Claire's relationship with Kyle, so the first thing she'll do once she traps her niece is try to ruin that relationship. Jordan will likely figure out a way to ensure Claire's unconscious. She might use the same chloroform trick that worked with Sharon Newman, and as Claire's phone will likely be on her, Jordan will start to send a few texts around to make sure that no one's looking for her. On Friday's show, Claire and Kyle talked about meeting at Society after work, so he would be the first order of business to get out of the way. Kyle may message Claire between the time they're supposed to meet and when Jordan kidnaps her, so Jordan may see that the two are having dinner and talking about telling Harrison about their relationship. This would be an excellent opportunity for Jordan to respond back and say how apprehensive she is about moving to this next step. Jordan may make it seem as if Claire isn't ready for that big of a commitment yet, and she may even have Claire dump Kyle over text. Meanwhile, Jordan may also buy some time and text Victoria Newman that she's sleeping over at Kyle's just to buy some time. Still, what if Kyle runs into Summer Newman shortly after Claire dumps him? She may be having a bad day herself. Could the two get wrapped up in emotion and cross a line? How betrayed will Claire feel if she finds out that Kyle didn't waste a second after their breakup to land in bed with Summer? Although Claire may have bigger fish to fry in trying to escape Jordan, so this speculation can wait. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Jordan returning to Crimson is likely a trap that she's setting for Claire, but will she be successful in holding her grandniece hostage, and how long will she get away with this? Sharon's descent into darkness on the Young and the Restless has been nothing short of harrowing. Once a composed and radiant individual, she is now trapped in a spiral of panic and guilt, haunted by her own mind. Her once safe and stable mental state has become a prison, echoing with torment and despair. She is plagued by terrifying visions, including the ghostly presence of Cameron, whose cruel words constantly haunt her. His negativity and accusations cut deep, pushing Sharon further into emotional turmoil. Just when she believes things can't get worse, another figure emerges, Heather, who materializes as a chilly apparition, accusing Sharon of murder. The vision of Heather, holding a gun, drives Sharon to her knees in a desperate plea for forgiveness, while Heather's anger and pain seem all too real. Sharon's struggle intensifies as Heather's ghostly appearance forces her to confront the deep pain of her guilt. The accusation that Sharon killed her echoes through the room, and Sharon, overwhelmed with sorrow, begs for Heather to believe she never intended harm. However, Heather remains unrelenting, asking Sharon if she truly understands the magnitude of what she's done. The tension escalates, with Heather's words driving Sharon deeper into despair, even as she pleads for forgiveness. When Heather raises the gun, Sharon's terror reaches its peak, but in a sudden twist, the scene falls silent. Sharon finds herself alone, left to question whether the apparition was real or just another manifestation of her shattered mind. Cameron's voice returns, mocking Sharon for her guilt, as she tries to escape the nightmare but remains trapped within her psychological torment. The possibility of Heather's death or survival becomes a critical point of speculation. If Heather is truly dead, her appearance could signify the manifestation of Sharon's guilt, triggered by her fragile mental state. The weapon Heather holds may symbolize Sharon's fear of retribution, with her mind punishing her for what she perceives as an unforgivable act. On the other hand, if Heather is alive, the storyline takes on a more sinister twist. Heather's return could be part of a calculated revenge plan, a strategy to break Sharon down emotionally before delivering the ultimate blow. Whether a hallucination or a physical entity, Heather's presence forces Sharon to confront the darkness she has been avoiding, making it clear that her past actions cannot remain hidden. As Sharon teeters on the edge of madness, the door opens to the possibility of salvation. The faint knock on her door signals a potential lifeline, as someone from her past appears to offer support. This figure may be the key to Sharon's redemption, guiding her toward the truth and helping her confront the guilt that has consumed her. 3 possible avenues for her salvation emerge: a loved one stepping in, an unexpected ally, or Sharon herself finding the strength to reclaim control. The final confrontation, whether with Heather as a living adversary or a psychological projection, will determine Sharon's future. This journey will force her to face the truth of what happened and decide if she can overcome her guilt or succumb to it. The fate of Sharon and her eventual redemption is still uncertain, but the story promises a shocking and transformative resolution. Beloved the Young and the Restless star Peter Bergman is facing a heartbreaking chapter in his life as he deals with the aftermath of a devastating wildfire and a major personal loss. Known for his iconic role as Jack Abbott, Bergman's off-screen reality has taken a tragic turn, leaving fans and colleagues stunned and offering their unwavering support. Here's a closer look at what happened and how the actor is coping with these life-altering events. The wildfire that changed everything. The wildfire that swept through parts of California this season has left countless families displaced and heartbroken. Unfortunately, Bergman's property was one of many caught in the path of destruction. Reports indicate that his beloved family home, a sanctuary where he'd created cherished memories, was reduced to ashes in the raging inferno. It's like losing a piece of your soul, a close friend of Bergman shared. Peter poured his heart into that home. It wasn't just a house, it was a symbol of his journey, his struggles, and his triumphs. The loss of his home has left Bergman in deep emotional turmoil, but the heartbreak doesn't end there. A heartbreaking personal loss. As Bergman grappled with the wildfire's devastation, tragedy struck even closer to home. The actor recently lost a dear family member, someone who had been a cornerstone of his life and a source of immense support. while Bergman has chosen to keep the details of this personal loss private. Those close to him say it has left a profound void in his heart. "Peter is one of the strongest people I know, but even the strongest hearts can break," said a fellow The Young and the Restless cast member. This loss has shaken him to his core. How Peter Bergman is coping. Despite the overwhelming grief, Bergman remains determined to push forward. Sources close to the actor reveal that he's leaning on his family, close friends, and his "I and our family" for strength. His co-stars have been rallying around him, offering love, support, and a listening ear whenever he needs it. "Peter's resilience is inspiring," said a production insider. "He's the kind of person who finds light even in the darkest moments. His fans' love and support mean the world to him right now." Fans show their love and support. As news of Bergman's hardship spread, fans have flooded social media with heartfelt messages of love and encouragement. "We're here for you, Peter," one fan tweeted. Another wrote, "You've given us so much joy through Jack Abbott. Now it's our turn to stand by you in your time of need." The overwhelming support from fans has been a beacon of hope for Bergman during this challenging time. Many have shared their own experiences with loss and recovery, creating a community of solidarity and compassion around the actor. What's next for Peter Bergman? While the road to recovery will undoubtedly be long and arduous, Bergman's determination and support system suggest that he will emerge stronger than ever. He's already expressed his gratitude for the love and kindness he's received, emphasizing that it's helping him take things one day at a time. In the meantime, Bergman remains committed to his work on The Young and the Restless. Sources say he finds solace in portraying Jack Abbott, a character who has faced his own share of trials and tribulations. Fans can expect to see Bergman bring even more depth and emotion to his role as he channels his personal experiences into his performances. A message of hope. Despite the heartbreak, Peter Bergman's story is one of resilience, love, and the power of community. As he navigates these trying times, his fans and colleagues are reminded of the importance of supporting one another through life's challenges. "Peter's story is a testament to the human spirit," said a close friend. "Even in the face of unimaginable loss, he's finding ways to move forward. That's something we can all draw strength from." As the wildfire ashes settle and the wounds of loss begin to heal, one thing remains clear. Peter Bergman's light, both on and off screen, continues to shine brightly, illuminating a path of hope for everyone around him. The Young and the Restless star Eric Braeden has been dealt a heartbreaking blow as raging wildfires in California claimed his beloved home. The actor, known for his iconic role as Victor Newman, was visibly shaken when the devastating news reached him. Witnesses report that Braeden broke down in tears and even fainted upon hearing that the property he cherished for decades was reduced to ashes. A cherished sanctuary lost. Braeden's California home wasn't just a house, it was a sanctuary filled with memories, personal mementos, and items of great sentimental value. Nestled in a serene corner of Los Angeles, the property had been a retreat where the actor found peace away from the spotlight. Now, it stands as another casualty of the relentless wildfires ravaging the state. "I'm heartbroken beyond words," Braeden shared in an emotional social media post. "This home was my refuge, my haven. To see it gone is like losing a part of my soul." His heartfelt message has since gone viral, drawing an outpouring of support from fans, friends, and fellow actors. The fiery chaos. The wildfires, driven by powerful winds and scorching temperatures, have swept across vast areas of California, leaving destruction in their wake. Braeden's home was among thousands caught in the fire's path. Emergency responders worked tirelessly to contain the inferno, but the flames spread too quickly, forcing many residents to evacuate with little more than the clothes on their backs. For Braeden, the loss is not just material. The actor spoke of the irreplaceable treasures now lost forever: family photographs, handwritten letters, and awards that chronicled his illustrious career in Hollywood. Fans and co-stars rally around him. As news of the tragedy spread, fans of The Young and the Restless took to social media to express their condolences and support. Many shared their favorite Victor Newman moments, emphasizing the impact Braden has had on their lives through his portrayal of the powerful and complex character. Co-stars from The Young and the Restless also reached out, offering heartfelt messages of comfort. Melody Thomas Scott, who plays Nikki Newman, posted a touching tribute. "Eric, my heart aches for you. We stand with you in this difficult time." Other cast members, including Peter Bergman and Joshua Morrow, echoed similar sentiments, showcasing the tight-knit bond of the Y&R family. Rebuilding and moving forward. Despite the devastation, Braden remains resilient. "I will rebuild," he declared in a follow-up post, his tone one of determination and hope. "This tragedy won't break me. I'm grateful to be safe and to have the love and support of my family, friends, and fans." The road to recovery will undoubtedly be long, but Braden's indomitable spirit shines through. His strength and perseverance serve as an inspiration to many, reminding us all that even in the face of unimaginable loss, there is hope for a brighter tomorrow. A call for action. Braden's ordeal is a stark reminder of the devastating impact of wildfires and the urgent need for action to combat climate change. The actor has vowed to use his platform to raise awareness and advocate for better wildfire prevention measures. As the beloved star begins the process of rebuilding his life, fans and colleagues alike will undoubtedly continue to rally around him, offering love, support, and strength in the days to come. Buckle up, The Young and the Restless fans, because this week's episodes are about to blow the lid off Genoa City. In a twist no one saw coming, Claire Newman stumbles upon a game-changing secret that could alter the lives of Kyle Abbott and Summer Newman forever. Here's the inside scoop on the drama set to unfold. Claire's suspicious instincts lead to a shocking discovery. It all begins when Claire, ever the curious and sharp-eyed member of the Newman family, notices tension between Kyle and Summer. Subtle glances, hushed conversations, and unexplained disappearances set off alarm bells in her mind. Determined to uncover the truth, Claire follows her instincts, and her suspicions lead her straight to the Abbott mansion. While Kyle and Summer engage in a heated, private discussion upstairs, Claire sneaks into the room undetected. Realizing she's on the brink of a major revelation, she hides under the bed, her heart racing as she listens intently. What she hears leaves her utterly stunned. The secret that could change everything. From her hiding spot, Claire overhears Kyle and Summer confessing to a bombshell secret, a forbidden connection that they've been hiding from everyone, including their families. As the details unfold, Claire's world is rocked. Not only does this revelation threaten to shatter Kyle and Summer's lives, but it also has far-reaching implications for the Newman and Abbott dynasties. Is it an affair, a business betrayal, or perhaps a dark secret from their past that they've been desperately trying to bury? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. This revelation could ignite a firestorm of drama that no one in Genoa City is prepared for. Claire's dilemma: to expose or stay silent? As the reality of what she's just learned sinks in, Claire faces an agonizing dilemma. Should she confront Kyle and Summer, or should she take this information to Victor Newman, her ever-powerful and controlling grandfather? Exposing the secret could give Claire leverage, but it might also destroy relationships and plunge both families into chaos. Claire's decision could change the course of her life and cement her place as a force to be reckoned with in the Newman legacy. But will she act on impulse, or will she play the long game, carefully plotting her next move? Kyle and Summer's world on the brink. Meanwhile, Kyle and Summer remain oblivious to Claire's discovery. They're too consumed by their own fears and the weight of the secret they've been carrying. As they debate their next steps, the tension between them grows. Can their love withstand the fallout if their secret comes to light? Or will the pressure prove too much, tearing them apart for good? Genoa City reacts, the calm before the storm. Back at Newman Enterprises, the family remains unaware of the storm brewing just beneath the surface. Victor and Nikki focus on corporate dealings, while Jack Abbott works to keep the Abbott family's reputation intact. But as secrets have a way of coming out in Genoa City, it's only a matter of time before Claire's discovery sends shockwaves through both families. What's next? The fallout begins. As the week progresses, fans can expect tensions to rise and alliances to shift. Will Claire reveal Kyle and Summer's secret, or will she use it to her advantage? How will Kyle and Summer navigate the fallout if their truth is exposed? And most importantly, how will this shocking twist reshape the power dynamics in Genoa City? Don't miss a moment. The Young and the Restless is heating up, and the drama is more intense than ever. Make sure to tune in this week to witness Claire's bold move and the explosive repercussions that follow. Secrets never stay hidden for long in Genoa City, and this one is about to blow the roof off. The Young and the Restless spoilers, a web of secrets, Mariah, Tessa, and the mysterious Ian Ward. Genoa City is no stranger to intrigue and betrayal, but Maria's recent discovery has plunged her into a deeply personal and disturbing mystery. When she secretly planted a listening device on her daughter Aria, she had no idea she would stumble upon a shocking revelation. Tessa, the love of her life, was meeting with Ian Ward, a notorious figure from their troubled past. As Maria unravels the layers of this unsettling relationship, she is left questioning everything she thought she knew about Tessa. Maria had only intended to keep a watchful eye on her daughter, Aria. The listening device was a way to ensure her child's safety, but it became an accidental gateway to a nightmare. Through the device, Maria overheard Tessa arranging a clandestine meeting with Ian Ward, a man infamous for his manipulative and destructive nature. At first, Maria tried to rationalize the situation. Perhaps Tessa was confronting Ian or trying to protect Aria in some way. But as the conversation unfolded, it became clear that this was no ordinary meeting. Tessa's tone was soft, even affectionate, and Ian's replies were laced with charm. The familiarity between them was undeniable, and it shook Maria to her core. Tessa's shocking behavior, love or manipulation? Maria was unprepared for what she heard next. Tessa referred to Ian Ward as "my love," a phrase so intimate and out of character that Maria was left speechless. The affectionate words were soon followed by an even more disturbing sound, a kiss. It wasn't just a friendly peck. It was the kind of kiss that spoke of passion and deep connection. Tessa's behavior was baffling. This was a woman who had stood by Maria through thick and thin, someone who had never shown any inclination toward Ian or his twisted ways. What had changed? Why was Tessa now engaging with Ian in such a personal and seemingly romantic way? Was it love, or was Ian manipulating her into submission? Maria's silence, a heavy burden. Despite her shock and anger, Maria decided not to confront Tessa immediately or share her discovery with anyone. She knew that this was a deeply personal matter, one that couldn't be resolved by exposing Tessa to public scrutiny. But the weight of what she had learned was almost unbearable. Maria's mind raced with questions. Why was Tessa meeting Ian in secret? Had Ian somehow brainwashed her? Was Tessa's love for Ian genuine, or was she trapped in one of his schemes? Maria's silence wasn't just a sign of restraint, it was a strategy. She needed to gather more information before taking action, to understand the full extent of what was happening before confronting Tessa. Ian Ward's obsession with Aria takes a dark turn as he kidnaps the innocent child, using her as a pawn in his sinister plans. For Ian, Aria represents not just a symbol of purity, but also a means to exert control over those who have defied him, Mariah, Tessa, and Sharon. By abducting Aria, Ian intends to emotionally dismantle their lives. But his plan reveals more than just his twisted mind. It uncovers fractures in the relationships of his victims. Tessa Porter, whose vulnerability Ian exploits, becomes his unsuspecting accomplice. Ian carefully plays on her insecurities about her career and relationship with Mariah. With a feigned fatherly demeanor, he convinces Tessa that Maria's jealousy and lack of support hinder her potential. Over time, Ian's charm erodes her defenses, leading her to trust him enough to introduce him to Aria. The moment Tessa allows Ian near Aria, the facade shatters. Ian's demeanor shifts, and with the help of his accomplice Jordan, he kidnaps the child. Tessa's panic is palpable as she realizes her grave mistake, and when Mariah returns home, the couple faces their worst nightmare. While Tessa blames herself, Maria reassures her that Ian is the true villain, vowing to rescue their daughter. News of Aria's kidnapping spreads like wildfire through Genoa City. The Newman family springs into action, with Victor mobilizing private investigators and Nick joining forces with Adam. The community bands together, but Ian and Jordan remain elusive, always staying one step ahead. Meanwhile, Ian and Jordan force Sharon into an unfathomable position. Arriving at her doorstep in the dead of night, they present her with Aria and demand that she care for the child in a dilapidated cellar. Sharon's shock turns to fury as she confronts Ian, refusing to be a part of his cruel scheme. However, Ian manipulates Sharon by framing this as her chance for redemption. Trapped in the dark, damp basement, Sharon's determination to reunite Aria with her rightful family burns stronger than ever. Above ground, the search intensifies. Maria and Tessa, fueled by guilt and love, refuse to give up. Victor and Nick develop a strategic plan to locate Ian, with Victor leveraging his experience with dangerous men. Despite their efforts, Tessa's fierce protectiveness of Aria leads her to contemplate taking matters into her own hands, even if it risks her safety. Maria, balancing her own anger and heartbreak, urges caution, knowing that reckless actions could jeopardize Aria's rescue. As the Newman family works tirelessly, Ian and Jordan hide in a remote cabin, reveling in the chaos they've created. Yet, Ian underestimates the strength of those he seeks to break. Sharon's resilience in the cellar becomes a beacon of hope, while the love between Maria and Tessa grows stronger amidst their shared pain. The emotional stakes reach a boiling point when Nick and Victor confront the couple. Victor, in his commanding style, warns them against impulsive actions, urging patience and strategy. Despite her defiance, Tessa reluctantly agrees to trust the Newman plan, but she makes it clear failure is not an option. In the shadows, Ian begins to realize that his carefully laid plans might unravel. The Newman family's relentless pursuit, Sharon's quiet rebellion, and Mariah and Tessa's unwavering love for Aria all converge to threaten his control. As the walls close in, Ian's grip on his twisted narrative loosens, paving the way for a climactic showdown. With time running out and Aria's safety hanging in the balance, the resilience of Genoa City's community shines through. Love, determination, and unity become the ultimate weapons against Ian's darkness, proving that even the most sinister plans can extinguish the power of hope. Adam's torment in the search for Sharon had been ongoing for weeks. Chelsea had tried to understand why Adam had been so distant. Their son, Connor, missed his father terribly, and Chelsea herself felt abandoned. Adam had always been unpredictable, but this time his absence cut deeper. It wasn't that he didn't love them, Chelsea knew that much. But something had pulled him away, something powerful enough to consume him entirely. That something was Sharon. Sharon had been missing for almost a week, and the entire town of Genoa City was on edge. Friends, family, and even those who didn't particularly care for her were worried. Sharon was a vital part of the community, a beacon of strength for some, a complicated enigma for others. But to Adam, she was more. She was someone he had always felt a deep, unshakable connection with. Chelsea had suspected for years that Adam's feelings for Sharon went beyond mere friendship. Still, she had hoped that, over time, those feelings would fade. Now, as Adam threw himself into finding Sharon, Chelsea couldn't help but wonder if she and Connor would ever truly be his first priority. Adam was relentless in his search. He scored every lead, questioned everyone who might have seen Sharon, and stayed awake for days trying to piece together the mystery of her disappearance. While others believed it was a random incident or a tragic accident, Adam knew better. Sharon's disappearance wasn't a coincidence, it was deliberate. The breakthrough came late one night when Adam spotted a familiar face in Genoa City's shadows. Jordan, a woman with a history of questionable dealings and a penchant for manipulation. Adam had encountered her before and knew she was capable of dangerous things. Her sudden reappearance couldn't be ignored. He watched from the cover of darkness as Jordan moved through the town with an air of secrecy. Something about her demeanor was off. When she disappeared into the outskirts of the city, Adam made the split-second decision to follow her. The shocking discovery. Jordan led Adam to an abandoned industrial area near the edge of Genoa City. Adam parked his car a safe distance away and continued on foot, his heart pounding in his chest. She approached a storm drain, a massive rusted grate that led into the city's underground sewer system. Adam watched as she glanced around to ensure no one was watching, then slipped inside. Adam's stomach turned. Was this where Sharon was? The thought of her trapped in such a desolate, filthy place was unbearable. He waited for a few moments before following, carefully descending into the damp, claustrophobic tunnels below.